When all of Hazrat Imam Husain's radiallahu ta'ala anhu's sons had been martyred, Imam's radiant son, Hazrat Ali Akbar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, appeared before him, asking for permission to enter the battlefield. It was a poignant moment, as the young son sought his compassionate father's permission to sacrifice his life. This was the only request of Ali Akbar that Imam Husain radiallahu ta'ala anhu hesitated to fulfill. Eventually, the Imam had no choice but to grant his son permission. Hazrat Imam Husain radiallahu ta'ala anhu helped this handsome young man mount his horse, placed the steel helmet on his head, tied the waistband around his waist, and handed him a spear. One can only imagine the emotions of the women and children of the Al-Bayt, who had already lost so many of their family members, as this final beacon of hope bid them farewell. As Hazrat Ali Akbar radiallahu ta'ala anhu left the tent and advanced towards the battlefield, the sun seemed to shine even brighter, and the air was filled with a divine fragrance. The youthful beauty of this son of Fatima illuminated the battlefield of Karbala, his face outshining the moon. As he stepped onto the battlefield, every warrior's heart trembled. When Ali Akbar radiallahu ta'ala anhu appeared, wielding the sword of his grandfather, the very earth of Karbala and every grain of sand in the desert of Kufa quaked with fear. The enemy forces, upon seeing this radiant young man, asked Umar bin Sa'ad, "Who is this warrior whose presence is dazzling us?" He replied, "This is the son of Hazrat Imam Husain radiallahu ta'ala anhu." Hearing this, the enemy army felt a pang of conscience, realizing that they were about to confront the grandson of the Prophet,
peace be upon him,
in battle, a most heinous and disgraceful act. But the greed for Ibn Ziyad's promises and Yazid's wealth blinded them to the voice of their conscience, turning them into enemies of the Prophet's Pabaj family. At that point, no warrior dared to step forward. It was as if a herd of sheep were facing a lion. Hazrat Ali Akbar radiallahu ta'ala anhu then called out to the tyrants, "If you thirst for the blood of the children of Fatima, send forth your bravest man." Yet no one had the courage to advance. Ali Akbar radiallahu ta'ala anhu then charged at the enemy, his blows felling many soldiers, scattering their ranks in disarray. The battlefield erupted in chaos, and the courage of the bravest men was shattered. Whether with spear or sword, Hazrat Ali Akbar's radiallahu ta'ala anhu attack was not just a battle, it was a divine retribution. Fighting under the scorching sun, Ali Akbar radiallahu ta'ala anhu was overcome by intense thirst. He turned his horse back to his father and said, "Oh, my father, the thirst is overwhelming." How could it not be, with 3 days of no water, the blistering heat, and the burning sand of the desert beneath his feet? If only there were a few drops of water to quench his thirst, this lion of Fatima would destroy them all. His loving father looked at his brave son's parched lips, but where was the water to give to this thirsty martyr? Hazrat Imam Husain radiallahu ta'ala anhu tenderly wiped the dust from Ali Akbar's radiallahu ta'ala anhu face and placed his thumb in the young man's mouth, providing some comfort. Refreshed by his father's touch, the young prince returned to the battlefield, once again calling out for a challenger. Seeing this, Umar bin Sa'ad said to his men, "It is a shame that a lone young man from the Al-Bayt is in the battlefield, and you, numbering in the thousands, are hesitant. He is hungry and thirsty, exhausted from fighting under the blazing sun." He then enticed Tariq to confront the prince. As Tariq advanced and struck at Ali Akbar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, the young prince deflected the blow and pierced Tariq's chest with his spear, the force of the strike sending it through to his back, causing him to fall from his horse. Ali Akbar radiallahu ta'ala anhu quickly finished him off, breaking his bones to pieces. Seeing this, Tariq's son, Umar bin Tariq, rushed forward, enraged, and attacked Ali Akbar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. But the young prince swiftly ended his life with a single blow. The enemy army was filled with terror, and Umar bin Sa'ad sent the famous warrior Misra bin Libi to face Ali Akbar, radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Misra charged at the prince, but Ali Akbar, radiallahu ta'ala anhu, struck down his spear and delivered such a blow to his head that it cleaved through his helmet and split him in two, causing him to fall lifeless to the ground. No one else dared to challenge this lion alone. Umar bin Sa'ad then ordered Muhammad bin Tufal and Ibn Nawfal to attack the prince with 1,000 riders each. Hazrat Ali Akbar radiallahu ta'ala anhu turned his spear against them and attacked. But his thirst became overwhelming, and he returned once more to his father, saying, "O my father, the thirst is too much to bear." This time, Hazrat Imam Husain radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, "My beloved son, the time is near for you to drink from the fountain of Kauthar. You will soon receive the cup from the hand of Mustafa, peace be upon him, a drink whose sweetness cannot be imagined." Hearing this, Hazrat Ali Akbar radiallahu ta'ala anhu was filled with joy and returned to the battlefield, attacking the enemy once more. But this time, the enemy encircled him from all sides, attacking him simultaneously. Although Ali Akbar radiallahu ta'ala anhu fought valiantly, felling many of his foes, the wounds from the spears surrounded him, and the blooming flower of Fatima was drenched in his own blood. Swords rained down upon him, and in that state, he fell to the ground, crying out, "O my father, please come to me." Hazrat Imam Husain radiallahu ta'ala anhu rode to the battlefield and brought his brave son back to the tent, placing his head in his lap. Hazrat Ali Akbar radiallahu ta'ala anhu opened his eyes and, seeing his father's face, said, "O my father, I see the doors of the heavens open, and the heavenly maidens waiting with sherbet to welcome me." With these words, he surrendered his soul to the Almighty. Friends, please do share this message.